Welcome back, everybody. So now we're doing this game that was only released in Japan back in September 1995, called Clock Tower. A horror game, point and click. Funnily enough, not compatible with the SNES mouse because the development team didn't have the time to implement it. They wanted to, but didn't have the resources and time to do so. But you'll be surprised too that it's pretty intuitive to do it with a controller. So, for this category, we're gonna do all the endings that we have that this game has. We're gonna route some of the endings. We're gonna group some of the endings so we don't waste as much time to try to get every single one individually. So, let's get started. I'm gonna try to go for the longer endings first, the ones that you cannot continue from a certain point. I'm gonna try to explain the game and all that. I'm just normally I will present the story on GameStar, but it's in Japanese, the text. So I'll be explaining along what's going on with this game. So let's go 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So, this girl we're controlling, it's called Jennifer Simpson. She has been adopted along with 3 other girls to this mansion. So Mrs. Mary Barrows, the woman that adopted the girls, goes to find Mr. Barrows on this mansion. But she takes a long time, so Jennifer goes to investigate what's going on. And so as soon as she steps out the first room of the game, which was the living room, we just abandoned a moment ago, the very first room when we hit quick start, the girls disappear. They were with us, but then they disappear. So we're looking for them. So we start to explore some rooms here. And so, all of a sudden, a little boy with big scissors kills one of our friends. And so, we have to run away and lose him. And so yeah, this is just the beginning of the game. And yeah, as Chris Marcus is pointing out on the chat, this game was never released in Japan, in America, or outside of Japan, I should say, until this year, this fall. It's coming with a port for modern systems. It's the same original game, no remaster, but with an official English translation. But it does have an extra mode where they use a lot of the unused content, or content that we will have seen on the PlayStation port of this game that was also only released in Japan. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about that, Chris. It's coming this fall, and so it's pretty exciting to see Clock Tower getting an official English release and multiple other languages, at least on the subtitle part. There's a few extras as well that are coming, a new animated intro, some behind the scenes stuff. Really good. So, it's really nice. So now we're exploring the mansion and we're trying to find some objects to get to the ending of the game, or one of the many endings of the game. In this case, I'm trying to do either B, C, or the special ending. So, trying to do the longer endings that don't allow me to continue past the last checkpoint that has the ending. Some other endings do allow. Alright, had to shut up for a moment just to hear the cue, but didn't work. That's okay. Okay. So I was trying to run and make the doll look to the left, so it will plaster into the left wall without us being in the way, but it didn't happen. So yeah, for some of these endings, there's there's a point of no return. So fortunately, we're on a route where we get this item called the Demon Idol. This one allows us to access the final area of the game. So getting this, because it's always on this place, it's very nice because that's the fastest route that we have. And so we don't waste as much time navigating a lot of the mansion. A lot of the rest of the mansion. We stay on the main area where we have to get all the items necessary to the certain endings that we're aiming, and so on and so forth. If not, we will have to go to the other side of the mansion. And oh, I forgot to do something there, but that's okay. But yeah, Clock Tower here on the speedrun, it's very, very broken. At least the Super Famicom version. We can do a lot of tricks here. I'm already trying to do a few of them. As you can see, I make Jennifer like turn around quickly, so she can go through this part of the game, of the door. And then we have, because we have an item, we can also do the TED skip. We can skip TEDs of every object that we are trying to analyze or pick up. And TEDs here in this game, it takes a long time. So by doing that, pressing A and Y at the same time, Y picks up the item and A brings the menu. So by doing that and then moving with the arrow keys, or yeah, with the cursor, I mean, moving like up, down, left, right, you can skip faster the tats. We also, as you can see, we're like running above a hole, and we do that also that with an item. We press the run button and the menu and the item menu at the same time, so we can open the menu at the same time that we're trying to run, and then the game prioritizes actions over events, and so we can go across the hole there. Okay, let's see if we have nope, we don't have it, so I'm just gonna go for the B or C ending. We're at Speedgaming Road. You can see the run live at Speedgaming. So we're at the final area of the game already. So we're gonna take the B or C ending. We needed an extra room right on the right side of this ceremony room, but we didn't get it, and I am not gonna waste time on looking for it. So we're trying to minimize going through other rooms. So this is the final area of the game, the caves. And so what you saw a moment ago, when we went to the storage room and we saw a skeleton there on the very background, we skipped the tents. That will normally tell us that the skeleton there is Jennifer's father. She came to the mansion 9 years prior. to give to attend a birth of 2 babies, and so when he assisted the dad that birth of those 2 babies, he said that they were demons brought to this world. They ate his right hand, if I'm not wrong, and so they locked Jennifer's father there on that storage room, and he died there. So now we know the truth about Mrs. Barrows. And then here we already saw one of the children. Like I said, there was 2 of them. One was the Scissor Man, and this is the other one. Very big mutated baby. Thank you, Road. And so now we're trying to escape from the baby. Right here, we're trying to climb this, and whenever Jennifer's portrait is flashing, that's a panic event, and so we have to be mashing the B button, so we can successfully get the outcome we want, pass the test. It's like a precursor of the quick time events, if you will. Yeah, the baby. Not that kind of baby, but yeah. So we're reaching the final area. We're going through this cave. Everything is crumbling down. Or at least the caves are crumbling down. So we're gonna escape through the elevator. The girl that we saw on the caves at the beginning was another of our friends that told us the information about the very last room of the game, which is the one we're going currently, which is on the 3rd floor. Should have gone the 2nd floor, you know. The main difference between the B ending and the C ending is that the B ending is on the 3rd floor and the C ending is on the 2nd. Okay, that's okay. Now we're trying to escape the Scissor Man on the clock tower. Drop title here. Now it's on fire. And so the girl that was there, the red-haired girl that was sacrificed, called Lot, told us about the switches on the clock tower. And that's the weakness of our Scissor Man. He doesn't stand the sound of the clock tower, so he cannot stand it and goes down. But it's not over yet, because Mrs. Mary Barrows is very angry with us because we kill her sons. So she's gonna try to kill us. So we have to survive one more panic event. So we pushed her there to the electricity, and that's the B ending. We're gonna skip the credits and all that, so we go faster and we can do the other endings, because if not, we will sit through 5 minutes of credits for each ending. But yeah, that's pretty much that ending. So I'm gonna try to explain what's going on gameplay wise. The game is it has some very heavy RNG stuff going on regarding the rooms that you encounter on certain doors and certain items. Okay, we have been very lucky with this key. I'm gonna risk it, maybe. Not sure. I just wanted to risk it for the first ending. To try to go the fastest route, but I wanted to take a safer route for the rest of the endings, because otherwise we can be either 15 minutes or 20 minutes per ending. So I'm gonna take the risk one more time just because we got a key. I'm gonna go the bottom route this time. So normally the Scissorman will kill us there, but because I went to try to go to the ladder, the game prioritizes actions over events, so I can go through the Scissorman and then I can cancel the action before Jennifer reaches the ladder, the stairs, and then I can continue to the room that I intend to go. So the game has a lot of priority on actions over events. We can take advantage of that. Okay, we'll try to see if we can get the Demon Idol route again, so we don't waste as much time. If we can find the library quickly, that's awesome, perfect. We'll see if we can get something. There was nothing on that room. There's always one empty room. Oh, I should explain about the rooms that are randomized. On this area, there's 5 doors that get randomized. The left and right ones on this hallway, and then the next 2 doors as well. So, the rooms that are randomized are the library, the crow room, the music room, the bathroom, and an empty room. That empty room, the game, because it was developed in such amount of time, such short amount of time. Well, maybe not a short amount of time, but it wasn't that much time. They didn't have that much time. So, let's see what we got here. Okay, library. Hopefully we can get the Demon Idol route. Here I have to find the information for the Demon Idol. If it's not there, it's the other. We have to go what we call the staff route, the other item that allows us to get to the final area of the game. Okay, we got Demon Idol, nice. So we can do ascending now that we know where's the crow room. That's really nice, and this is a very, very good start of this run. So crow room was, I think it was this blue room, right? I immediately forgot. It was another blue room, right? That wasn't the library. But yeah, should be on that side. Okay, we're gonna grab the statue and then also find our father's. Find our father. Oh, I need to do this. Up, there we go. So we grab the Demon Idol. There we go. So we go to the storage room. I think this is, yeah, the storage West Wing room. And like I said, because now we have the Demon Idol, item, we can do a dead skip where applicable, and we can save a lots of time there. How's the Scissorman alive after falling? He's a supernatural being, and that's all the explanation you need. I do some extra tricks also so that Jennifer turns around faster. Like that. You can see like she did like a little pirouette there for a moment. I made her run to the right and then immediately did the dead skip trick. So that we can do that. And she does it a little faster. Same here. Run around and click the entrance to the seal room. And then also another trick that we do here for this speed run. Oops, sorry. I mispressed there. Is delagging certain rooms by bringing up the item menu with the A button. Like for example, I'm gonna grab this and I'm gonna delag the room a little bit, like that. So we save frames with that. On some rooms we can save like a second or 2 seconds. Not all rooms save time by doing this, but there's a few rooms that are laggier than others, and by doing that we reduce the lag. Supernatural Caesar Man. It hurts if only he falls from a clock tower, exactly. So we do this same trick to skip the hole here. Oh, and previously, because we didn't have an item to do the whole skip on the way in, on the way to the right, I had to do it with an item, with a background object, I should say. In that case was the plank that on a normal game you will use to and get across the hole, but that takes a little bit of time. So we do that trick to quickly get through the hole, and she runs in the air as a result. Okay, so we're now once again on the doll room. I'm gonna try to manipulate the RNG here. Ah, that was too late. Okay, nice. So we do that. Normally the fastest way it should be like she does it immediately. She turns to the left immediately, and so that she's gonna attack us and go to the left. So we move away, and while we're mashing the B button to successfully avoid the panic event, and so the doll slams into the wall and dies, breaks apart. And so we can continue and we can continue the adventure. Yeah, this is quite deep. It's a pretty fun but very painful speedrun to do, if I'm being honest. Because of the randomized nature of the rooms, the randomized nature of certain items that you need to get. Certain events are also randomized, like the doll. Depending on your actions, when you press the run button, what do you do on that room, what inputs you're doing at that moment, it changes the RNG. So it's a very difficult speedrun on the higher level times. Currently, like for me, I started to do more serious speedrunning of Clock Tower early this year, and currently I have the world record on ending C, E, F, and G. If I'm not wrong with that order. C, E, F, and G. I think the most proud I am is the F ending. I think I'm only like less than 1.5 seconds from my sum of best, which is really amazing. Yeah, the RNG. Recently, I have been in contact with the guy that is doing that did Adilot's hack, and it's working with in this new rewind port of Clock Tower, where it's bringing the Lot's version in an official capacity now. And so he has seen a lot of the code, has disassembled the game, found unused graphics, unused stuff, a lot of things that the developers wanted to implement, but they didn't really have the time or resources to do so. The Delot's port restores a lot of that, not everything, but a lot of stuff, and makes the game for casually even more random and even more fun, dare I say so. Maybe for the speedrun it's not as it's even more painful if I say it like that, because it's more random on on certain things. But it's a very fun experience. It's a very new experience. I will could try to explain the differences between that deluxe mod that it's gonna become official. Yeah, exactly. So recently I've been in talks with that person. Hopefully I'm not pronouncing his name wrong. Bob Schneider 45. I think that's the correct pronunciation. Hopefully I didn't mangle it, but yeah, he did the deluxe mod, and it's gonna become official. It's gonna be part of the Clock Tower Rewind port, and it's coming this fall. And he told me like the RNG, like for example, the rooms that are randomized, the 5 rooms that are randomized in the game, and the items that are randomized, and the route that you will need, the item that you need for the final area of the game, how they are randomized. And it's pretty interesting. Like, it seems, for what I could understand and my little experimentation with testing, it's that, for example, the if the game is determined, it's gonna say, okay, you're going for the demon idol route or the staff route. You have two. You could think that it's a 50-50 chance. In some cases, you could say that, and that's the case. But then if you're going for optimal routes, then you have to find the key that lets you access the second half, this pink area of the game, and that's also a 50-50 chance. But like this byte, those 2 bytes, for example, they are randomized each frame. Like each frame of the during the title screen, during the main menu, during the logo of Human Entertainment, they're all randomized, like each frame. And so even if you have like 50% chance or something like that for each of the options to appear, it's really difficult to hit the exact frame that you need, the timing when you press quick start or game start, for that to happen. And then you have to also deal with the randomized rooms, and because they are 5 rooms, so there's more things that get there's more stuff that gets randomized there. So I think it's 20% for each one. I think I haven't fully experimented there, that one. Was this produced in America too? No, the original game only got released in Japan by Human Entertainment in September 1995. But this year we're gonna have an official English translation. So we got 2 of the endings. On that ending specifically, 3 keys. We're gonna try again and go for the lower room. But if we get staff wrong, we're gonna be losing a lot of time, but that's okay. But yeah. Where was I? We were talking about the official release, yeah. Again, were they trying to find a frame like that, and they check with codes if they got it right. Forget the one, but yeah, it is interesting to me. Yeah, I got very interested in knowing how the RNG works, because I have been trying to pinpoint if there was a pattern or like a certain timing to get the route and the items that I need and the rooms that I need every time, but it gets randomized every frame. Everything, and then the game like checks between the frame, like what are the values for those, each of those things, and then it randomizes the numbers again. So it's gonna be like very hard to crack down like a chance there. All endings. Is that it? There are 9 endings. There's 9 endings, but there's 2 pairs of 3 endings that we are grouping. So we're not gonna waste like 50 minutes on every ending. Only the endings C, S, and B. Right now we did ending C and S. We're gonna go for B if we get the correct route. Okay, this is the library. Hopefully we get Demon Idol again, so that we have a really good run going. And we can do the B ending quickly. The rest of the endings, I pair them as... Hold up, let's see. Okay, nice. We have Demon Idol route yet again. Yeah, this RNG sounds like a beyond simple trick like that. Yeah, I have been trying to pinpoint like when to press start on quick start, but it's not as easy because on every frame it's like randomizing the each of those bytes that indicate, okay, the items, the rooms, the route that you're gonna have. Fortunately, we have been hitting the Demon Idol route 3 times in a row, so that's really, really good. So I'm really happy on that regard. So I'm gonna grab this, nice. So okay, the main differences on these 3 endings that I have been doing so far is that we have been doing pretty much the same rooms. Only on S ending we access the crow room to get whoops, I went a little too far to the right. But yeah, on S ending we go to the crow room to free the crows. That if you paid attention during the ending, they attacked Mary and they push her down to the ladder that we climbed to get to the clock tower room. But of course you didn't see that part because we skipped that little part after the crows start attacking Mary, so we can go to the next ending. On this category we only need like the confirmation that okay, you got this ending by like watching certain things that are unique to the ending, and so you don't have to sit down to see all the endings, start again, and all that. So we save like, I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes without watching the rest of the ending per ending, so it saves a lot of time for the category. Yeah, speed. Oh, I forgot to do the TED skip, so you can see how slow this is. Maybe like 3 to 5 seconds, it's not that much. But if I had done the TED skip there on the rope, I would have done it like quickly. You just will have bent and then grab the rope quickly. Yeah, I don't expect cutscenes in the speedrun. Yeah, we try to avoid them as much as we can. Especially on this category, that on all endings, because it's really, really long run. The world record for this one is 1 hour and 11 minutes. So we're halfway there. I'm currently in 4th place, if I'm not wrong, with 1 hour and 17 minutes, but because this category, it's very heavy RNG dependent. Depending, you get the correct route, the correct items, everything. The time can be a lot of minute differences. We got the best RNG there on the doll. The doll immediately turned to the left, while we were running. So he went, the doll quickly went to the wall and crashed. So this is not a bad run, actually, all things considered. Missed a couple of tat skips and all that, but not bad, actually. We'll see what we'll do for the next few endings. Probably we'll see what I get. If I don't get the key on the first room, which lets me access this purple area, we'll do the longer group of endings that I have put together, which is endings G, F, and A. No, H, G, and A, sorry. H, G, and A. So I can link all those three endings together. And do them in 20 minutes. Or within 20 minutes. And then the other group, it's if we get lucky, we can do it in less than 15 minutes. So we'll see what happens. So, gonna explain now some of the tricks that we're doing here. Normally we will need like a robe and a perfume like Miss Mary is doing in this particular moment. But we're doing a trick that is called Ted's dog skip. Oops, I forgot there. Ah, okay. I got the dog skip, but not the dog Ted skip. But that's okay, as long as we get the dog skip is good. Because we don't need, with that, we don't need the perfume, we don't need the robe. We can skip the dog that otherwise will kill us. We try to get through it, sorry. And we do that by using that trigger on the cursor. There's a hotspot for some reason there next to the dog, probably a leftover something. We don't know for sure, but yeah. If you interact with that, like without running and that, you soft lock the game. You can soft lock if you trigger that hotspot without running. You're in a permanent like state of Jennifer trying to analyze something that is not there, and so she just repeats the dialogue of the ellipsis dialogue, and that's it. You cannot move. You can only repeat the text. You get stuck there. You can reset and continue from and restarting from the caves, but yeah, you basically soft lock. And if you're on a speed run of high level, your run is dead basically there. I have lost some runs there because I triggered it too early. The correct thing to do there is to first run and then click the tab skip, and then you have to click it again at a certain point so you can skip the tabs that says that the dog already smelled the perfume, so he won't be tricked again. And so you cannot go back. Apparently, you can do the reverse dog skip to get back to from the caves to the purple area again. And the game doesn't expect that, so if we were to get this route again, the Demon Idol, I could probably showcase the reverse dog skip. So you can see what should I call it? Well, yeah, that trick in action. Oh, we're going this ending. The C ending. We did B and S. Now it's C ending. The main difference between B ending and C ending is what floor in the elevator are we choosing. This time we're choosing the second floor. So, because we know the truth about what happened to our father and all that, or who is Miss Mary, So we're like cautious of encountering Miss Mary. She's telling us that we've been a bad daughter, and so she has to punish us. She tries to kill us, but we escape. And so she's calling the Scissor Man, or his name, I think it's Bobby, that she killed Dan. You have to avenge your brother. So we have to keep running. Oh, and so we start to climb here. There's one more event here. One more panic event. Mary's gonna try to drop us from the climbing this ladder, but we're gonna push her. That's the ending of that. Okay, good times on this one. Really happy on that. So now we'll do the next ending. We'll see what we get. Let's see if we can get a key again. And we're gonna decide what to do. We can risk it yet again on going for the other route. Let's see. Okay, we didn't get the key this time. That box is empty, so we can do the route of F, H, G, and A endings. So H ending is the worst ending out of all of them. I'll explain in a moment what's gonna happen. The canon ending, according to Clock Tower 2, which got released here as Clock Tower 1, it's either the A, B, or C endings. The S ending, probably it's not canon because a friend survives on that ending. And according to Clock Tower 2, Jennifer is the only survivor. So that only applies to endings A, B, and C. With C probably the most likely to be the actual canon ending because of how the cinematic goes on that one. The one you just saw was the C ending. It looked more elaborated than the others. It only lacked that we didn't see Scissor Man getting killed again by activating the switches on the clock tower, but because that ending ends, the last panic input is the one with Mary. We just skip the rest of the cinematic ending on C ending there. I can only imagine finding all the endings back when this came out. For me, it was for me, I played this game long before I did the speed run, and yeah, it took me a long time to find things out. I'm gonna grab the rope just in case. Well, it's not necessary because I grabbed the key later on, but that's okay. Okay, now because the key wasn't on the bots, it's here on this nest. Sorry. Ah, damn it! I didn't click the bots on time. That's okay. So we're gonna grab the key here and we're gonna risk it and gonna assume that we're on the staff route. just gonna investigate on this side of the mansion because we had to grab the key over here. This game did have a Windows 95 port. I don't know if it was so. I think it was all in Japan as well. This game, at least the first game, didn't came out of Japan at all. Not even the ports of PlayStation, WonderSwan, PC, SNES. It wasn't until the sequel that it came out elsewhere, and it was renamed Clock Tower 1 or The Struggle Within. So do not confuse people there. Okay, we're gonna go for the H ending, which is going to the garage room here. And escape the mansion here by getting into this car. It's the worst ending because we leave behind our friends, we don't discover anything, we don't discover the truth, we don't know nothing. Okay, as soon as we can hear the motor engine, we escape. Oh yeah, the glitch, the ending. If there's time, I'm gonna showcase what's the glitch, the ending. Thank you for reminding me of that. So we'll hopefully, if we have time at the end, I'll showcase it quickly. It's just 2 minutes. It's actually the fastest ending we can get ever. Yeah, on the car ending, if we only saw one of our friends die, at the very end of the credits, we see Jennifer in the car, and then a pair of scissors appear behind, and she screams. So it implies that okay, Scissor Man killed us there. So we didn't make it. Okay, so now we're gonna go upstairs again. The problem with this game, especially on this section of the mansion, is that Jennifer cannot run up and down stairs, even in chase mode. So we have to see her slowly climb these stairs. Oh, this is probably the most impatient part here. But yeah, there's the what they're telling about the glitch, the ending, where you can do a skip to avoid seeing anybody dying or your friends dying, and then you escape on the car, and you don't get to see anybody die, and so and the game doesn't know what to do. It just throws you to the credits of the ending, and nothing plays at the very end, so you get people assume that Jennifer made it out alive from there. So we got the silver key before encountering Mary, so that's really good. That's very good luck. And so, because we don't know the truth about anything, so we find Miss Mary like very relieved, and we are like tense that we saw one of our friends die. So she offers us a drink to calm us down. We drink it, and she gets knocked out. So what happens to us from here? Well, we're sent to the shed, where we see a person here. That's why we grabbed a ham that was on the on the refrigerator, and he tells us that he is Mr. Simon Barrows, the husband of Mrs. Mary. He got locked there by Mrs. Mary. He has gone crazy, of course. I don't know how many days has he passed there. Yeah, he tells us a clue about the ending of the game. Blonde rescues us, but she immediately gets gunned down. So we have to knock Mary, who's trying to shoot us, and we give her a plank hit so we can escape. Now, because we have seen two friends dying, we can get the G ending. We got the H ending a moment ago. Now we can get the H ending, where because we saw two friends dying, well, that changes the conditions of the G ending, and of the H ending, and it becomes the G ending now. And so on this ending, the H one, we go back to the orphanage. At least the text, it's a text only ending, where it tells us that Jennifer made it back to the orphanage, but 3 days later they found her dead. They don't tell us if she killed herself, or Caesarman killed her, or Miss Mary, or Dan, or Bobby. Well, Dan or Bobby are the names of Miss Mary's children. Bobby, I think, is the Caesarman, and Dan is the big baby, the big mutated baby. But yeah, the text only ending doesn't tell us what happened to Jennifer. Okay, now we got endings H and G. Now we're going for the A ending, which required us to see Simon Barrows, the husband of Mary Barrows, there on the shed and learning the truth. That's the main requirement. Besides getting the crow room and all that, we'll see what we got. Oh, crow, and nice. This is a demon idol route, so we should not waste that much time. That's really, really good. Hopefully I didn't skip anything. Okay, so we're on really good route, actually. Really good luck. Oh, we're gonna go upstairs to get the everything else, which is the crow key to free the crows. We need that also for the A ending. We also need the demon idol, and pretty much that's it. Actually, we don't need to see the father, because if we saw Simon on the shed, our father's body is not on the storage room. That's only required for the endings S, B, and C. So we'll see if we can get crow room here on the very first room. Nope, bathroom. Probably we'll waste some time here trying to find the crow room, but we need to find it. Okay, so we need to manipulate the doll one more time by running to the left side. Hopefully we can get it. It depends on when I press this, the run button, and if I press something before. Otherwise it will just go left and right like that. We're wasting a lot of time now. Okay, nice. 10 seconds around or so. That's the bad thing, because I entered the room and I didn't quite get to the bots where the key to the last area is. It changed the RNG. So the doll is one of those few things that if you don't get your inputs right, every time everything changes. So let's see. Okay, I tried to do small TED skip here on this cutscene. There's like a very tiny 8 frame window where if you input a triple frame perfect thing, you can skip most of the tests of that cutscene and saves 5 seconds. But that's pretty much the hardest trick ever for this game, and I don't think anybody has got it because of how very precise that trick is. As you heard, you can get an alternative that within those 8 frames, if you did your inputs at a different time, you can get a small TED skip. Okay, no, don't go. I almost went out of the room. I pressed the wrong direction to start running. I was running to the right, but I managed to make Jennifer slide back before triggering the exit. So that's good. I was really close. I would have wasted a lot of time if she had gone out of the room. Okay, we're going to the final area of the room. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. Hopefully I got all the information that I needed. Otherwise it's gonna throw me to the F or E ending. And that's gonna ruin a lot of the routing that I intended. So we'll see what we get. Okay, after this, there's only 3 endings left, and it's also grouped in a group of F, E, and T endings in that order, because they all have the same requirements, but well, almost the same requirements, but the last few requirements that differentiate each ending can be met on the capes. So that's really, really good. Had to slow it down a little bit because I got lost there. Okay, we don't talk too loud because she's dead. So we go directly to where the big mutated baby is. This is quite good time here, actually. This is a really, really nice time there. Gonna speak Spanish in for a little bit. Somebody rated me on this side of the channel. Hola JK, gracias por la raid. Estamos en Speedgaming, ahí nos puedes visitar. Hola Carlo. Las alertas están apagadas. Los sonidos también están apagados, así que no hay nada que canjear. Espero que hayan tenido un feliz domingo. Okay, back to English. Estoy en el canal de Speedgaming, estoy haciendo un evento ahí, Carlo. Okay. Yeah, there's only 3 endings left. Hopefully we can get actually a Demon Idol route and the key first, and we might have a really good time. Ya casi terminamos, JK. Unos 10 minutos, 10-15 minutos. 15 minutos a lo más. Ya termina. 15-20 minutos y luego nos vamos ahí con Amino, que creo que ya está en vivo. Oops, I didn't enter there. Waste of time. Yeah, on all of the endings we kill that big baby. Oh, Amino dijo que no había streaming. Oh, entonces esa fue la alerta que puso. Ok. Bueno, entonces sí, tal vez vayamos con Speedgaming en ese caso. Okay. It's a really, really good run, actually. If I get a key with Demon Idol round, I can get a PB, actually. Talbuan Jautista. Okay. We'll see how the luck is with us for this last batch of endings. Capaz. Si está descansando, pues está bien. No hay problema. But yeah. So on this ending, there's no more inputs. I could probably reset from here if needed. I only need to see my friend. The only thing that will confirm that this is a ending is that we see one of our friends survive, the last of the 3 friends surviving, and then you'll see what happens to her, and that's where we reset because we confirm that we're on this route. There we go. She gets thrown. So we move to the last few endings here. We go endings F, E, and D. What happens on that ending after that is that she tries to kill us, but there's no panic event because the crows come and kill Mary. So we're on the last 3 endings that are grouped together as well. Hopefully we can get something going on here, but if not, that's okay. We still saved a lot of time. The estimate was 1 hour and 35 minutes because I could lose a lot of time with that. Okay, we're gonna risk it because we got the key. So hopefully we get actually the thing. We're gonna go upstairs actually for this ending and see what happens. You always laugh. It's pretty funny to see the reset in that manner, like. Like just seeing our friend getting thrown and okay, we reset. Okay. But yeah, the estimate was 1 hour and 35 minutes because the run could have gone very badly, and we will have needed. We will have ended at 1 hour and 20, 1 hour and 30. So I'm really happy that we got pretty much Demon Idol on every route. On every route, maybe on this one I will get the staff route by really bad luck. We'll see in a moment. I'm gonna go upstairs and see what happens. I'm gonna risk it. Probably was better to go down, but we'll see. We'll see what we get. We'll see what we get. If we get Demon Idol, this was a crazy run. It would be insane, especially if this is library, but I doubt it. We'll see. Wow. Okay. We'll see. If we get Demon Idol on this is a crazy lucky run. This will be a crazy lucky run. If it's not, I have to go for the rest of the items. Wow! Amazing! Incredible run. This is an insane run. If I don't mess up, this could be a big PB for me. Really big PB. We'll see. This is a crazy run, man. We'll see what happens. It's a very insane pace. Very insane pace. I don't know how much I'm gonna save if we make it. We'll see. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, so we only need to grab the Demon Idol, and I think that's it. Oh, wait, no, we need the hold on. Oh no, I'm blanking out on what I need to do here. Oh, I need to grab the rope. I remember now. I blanked out for a moment on what I needed to do. I don't learn the truth, but I need to get the rope because otherwise I won't have an item for the skipping the last tat skips. Okay, let's see. This is no world record, but it's very close. It's gonna be very close. I don't know. We'll see, we'll see. I'm getting ahead of myself. I need to see that I actually get everything. If I don't get everything, it won't matter. So we need to get to the final area. If I'm not wrong, I have to not talk to lot. Get killed, then talk to lot. Then go to the third floor, get killed, then the second floor. Okay. Okay, it should be that. We'll see what happens. But yeah, this has been some insane luck. Insane luck. Very insane luck. Yeah, I still need to get this last streak. If I don't get it, I lose like 40 seconds or so. Still need to get this right. Be fine. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But yeah, this has been a very crazy run. If We'll see what the time is at the end, but if everything goes... If I did everything right, which it should be, I should get a PB, actually. It's very close to world record, but it's not gonna be world record. World record is 1:11:07, I think. I still need like 2 minutes, 2 extra minutes here for the last couple of things here to happen. But yeah, this is as close to a world record run. Just crazy, crazy to think about it. Okay, as soon as I hear this and the kill, I reset. There we go. Now we go for the other ending. Okay, so, sorry if I went really silent at this because it's a very serious pace. Yeah, it's not world record, but it's gonna be second place maybe, which is crazy because I was on 4th place. Okay, and the last one. And time, wow. 1 hour 11 and 25 minutes. Wow. Let me get up for a moment. That's a crazy run. I think it's second place by 18 seconds. Yeah, second place is 1:15, right? Yeah. Wow. Insane run. Insane. I'm pretty sure that if they allowed a ending to end a little early, the trigger, this was world record. Most likely. To have ended the trigger like 30 seconds early, something like that. Thank you for GG's, J. Marsha, Crop Junker, Trickman, Diaz Allure, Derek Fisher, Chris Marquez, Juan Bautista, Desert Eagle, JK, Mortis. Gracias por los GG's. Thank you for the well done, Crop. PRX. Sorry if I went silent on those last few minutes. I really focused when I realized that it was a PB pace. That was some crazy luck that I don't think I'll ever get again unless I do it like that. And I can finish the triggers early and all that. I need to see what the conditions are for some of these endings. I feel that a ending can end a little early, maybe as soon as we can see holding hands with the friend, because we know she's gonna get thrown. It doesn't happen in any other ending. That could have saved like 10 seconds, maybe 15 seconds. Thank you, haha, for GG's. Thank you, PReds again. But yeah, some insane luck here on this run that was meant to be like very casual, and it was going to be like, I'm gonna take the safest routes even if it takes a few minutes, but that's better than taking an hour and 35 minutes or so. But now we're like 24 minutes. We're saving a lot of time here. Let me just check. I can showcase the glitch at the ending if there's time. I see that the next one, it's 9:51, so I can showcase the glitch the ending. As you can see, this is the normal the ending, where because we never learned the truth, we trusted Mary there at the very end and we got killed for it. So this is the normal the ending. We have this ending the credits in a black screen, and that's it. There's no post-credit scenes, if I'm not wrong. We'll just wait for the credits to roll, and then we'll do the glitched ending. The ending. Glitched the ending. It's called like that because we get at the end a rank of the ending.